Welcome back to Miami Food Network. I'm your host, Katelyn Fan, and today we're making one of my absolute favorites, shrimp fried rice. It's quick, delicious, and perfect for a weeknight meal. Let's get cooking. Here's what you'll need for today's recipe. We have 2 cups of cooked rice, preferably day old. We also have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 eggs, half a pound of shrimp that's already peeled and deveined. And we're gonna use a drizzle of oil. I'm using sesame oil today, but any will work. It's that simple. Shrimp fried rice is all about quick cooking, so make sure everything's prepped and ready before we turn on the heat. Let's start by heating our pan over medium-high heat and adding just a little bit of oil, just enough to coat the bottom. Once it's hot, we're gonna scramble our eggs. So once they're directly in the pan, we're just gonna stir and cook till they're set. Don't overdo it. We'll finish cooking them later with the rice. All right, I think that's good. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and scoop those out and set them aside for now. Look at those eggs. All right. Next, we're gonna cook our shrimp. We're gonna add a little bit more oil if you need, and then we're gonna toss our shrimp. Again, just enough to coat the bottom. Sesame oil has a pretty high burn point, so we only need a little bit to coat everything in our pan. So, here's our shrimp. We're gonna toss them in. And just to speed up this process, I'm gonna turn the heat up just a little bit more, but you'll know they're ready when they turn pink and opaque, so about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Again, I'm just gonna crank the heat so it goes by a little bit faster. So I'm constantly stirring them to make sure there's even heat applied across all of the shrimp. You can substitute any protein you like. I think shrimp is the easiest and quickest. You just throw it on the pan. You don't need to season it. I mean, you can if you wanted to, but I like seafood, so I use the seasoning of the ocean. All right. They're starting to look nice and pink and opaque. So now we're gonna add our rice. The key here is to use cold cooked rice. Fresh rice can get mushy and we don't want that. So we're gonna open this bad boy up, take my chopsticks, and toss her in. You can see it's coming out in clumps, but we'll break that up later. There we go. And we'll make sure it's spread evenly across the pan. Again, I'm just gonna take my chopsticks here. A couple of grains will go rogue. That's a part of the process. And now I'm just gonna turn up our heat even more, so we can get that really nice and crispy rice. Truth be told, a spatula would be more efficient, but if you couldn't tell, I'm Asian, so we use chopsticks for all of our utensils. All right, now we're gonna pour our soy sauce in, about 2 tablespoons, but honestly, eyeball it and taste it as you go. I like to measure with my heart. Has that nice sizzling sound going, and we're just gonna stir it up some more. The most laborious part of this recipe really is just the stirring, and if you're not used to using chopsticks, you can get hand cramps. All right. Just gonna toss in a little bit more soy sauce so we can get a nice even coat of brown. And then just a little bit more sesame oil, because why not? More stirring, making sure everything is evenly coated. All right. Like I said earlier, mix it all together until the rice has that beautiful golden brown color. Okay, now let's bring everything together. We're gonna add the eggs back into the pan and give everything one last mix. All right. Okay, and just like that, we're done. This is our shrimp fried rice. Simple, flavorful, and made in under 15 minutes. Now, for the best part, let's taste it. I'm gonna plate it now. Get this out of the way. Beautiful. Right? It's so good. You get that savory soy flavor, the tender shrimp, and just a hint of egg in every bite. If you want to customize it, you can totally add veggies like peas, carrots, or even some diced onions. Make it your own. So I hope you give this recipe a try at home. It's one of those comfort dishes that never disappoints. Thanks for watching the Miami Food Network. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to tune in next time for another quick and tasty recipe. Until then, happy cooking!